Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, um, one of the things that I wanted to talk about here, as far as when it comes to uh, manifesting your specific person, and one of the things I have to kind of mention here is that you always have the power within you as far as when it comes to your manifestation, and no one else can tell you otherwise. And it doesn't really matter about the circumstances, about you know when it comes to your specific person, because people do change. you know there are stories on there where people had gotten their SPs, back when it's an ex or someone who never gave them the time of day, and all of a sudden, now they're with that specific person. you know and it was one of the things there, as far as that goes. Um and one of the things here is it's also when you come from a state of the wish fulfilled, and as far as that goes. And I think there's supposed to be a bit of a confusion when it comes to like the savage state and the state of wish fulfilled, but I think that's just pretty much like the same thing, because you know because the savage state is more about like you don't really care if you have your specific person or not, and it's just another extension of the wish fulfilled. And it's just like the whole thing with detach and persist, as far as that goes, because it's still the same thing when you detach from the state of lacking and persisting on the wish fulfilled. And I had like this sort of analogy of like it's like um it's like when you're on a little rowboat or a paddle boat or a canoe or a kayak, and you're doing kayaking, and so you have to have like the the paddle or the oar. You have to go like one side and then do the other side to go forward, or if it's a rowboat, you have to have both oars at the same time, in order to to row the boat forward, as far as that goes. Or the same way with like on a bike, and it's kind of like that. They work hand in hand. And but I feel like is that there is no real right or wrong way to manifest, as far as that goes. And as I said earlier, and in a way, it's like, you're not messing with people's free will, because people don't really have free will to begin with. And and it was just one of those little things in the fact that everyone is you pushed out. But that's like another thing there. But it's also that we live in a world of like infinite timelines and all. And so there's like a timeline for everything when it comes to your specific person. And it doesn't really matter if they've been ghosting you, or if they're with a third party or whatnot, because that always can change. Because think about the times when you kind of you did all the work on yourself, and then it's like, and then you kind of realize, you know what, maybe I don't want my specific person anymore. And that's like the whole thing when it comes to the savage state. When you're like, maybe not. And that's kind of like where I'm at with my whole thing. Because for me, it's like, yeah, there was a falling out. Yeah, it got ugly. But do I really care if I don't have my specific person? No, because there's all these other people out here that I can also get with. And that has always been the thing, you know, that, you know, whatever you believe in will show you all these other options out there. And for me, it's like, maybe I want to keep my options open, you know, as far as that goes, but still, it's like, you know, I have my choices here if I want my SB or not, or, you know, or I can have them now or later or something like that. And that's just something, you know. And I think the way I see it now was like, you know, everything else that happened, you know, in the last 18 months is lots of fun. I was working on my favor because I didn't really want my SP right now. Maybe I want my SP a little bit later, you know, like later on this year or next year, 2 years, whatever, you know, because I have all the time in the world to figure my SP out. You know, my SP's, he's still going to be alive for another 20 to 50 years if he plays his cards right. And, you know, so, and then for me, it's like I'm still going to be alive for another 40 or 50 years. And so I'm free to do whatever I want to do. You know, if I want to, you know, you know, manifest Daniel Franzesi, I can manifest him, you know, whether it's meeting up with him or actually, you know, doing the deed or whatnot. You know, I have all the choices out there. So, anyways, guess that's probably it. So, talk to you guys later.